Hey, what's up, y'all? Trying to put a title. Dang. What's going on, y'all? Aquarius, Lucero, Derek Moore, Blessed Butterfly. How y'all doing? Man, I'm sorry. I'm trying to put a title. Can y'all hear me? Trying to put a title in here. Chameleon 2204. What's going on? Can y'all hear me? Pretty good, pretty good. Okay, okay. It's not too loud, is it? And I'm trying to, I don't know, man. Maybe I have to go back later and put a title on. Okay, I appreciate it. When will we change? Bless Butterfly. Thank you. Thank you so much. As long as y'all can hear me, I'm cool. I guess I'll just put a title in later. Thornton, Colorado. Okay, okay. How far are you from Denver? Aquarius, Lucero? Or is that the suburb? Is that the suburbs of Denver? Message to minister. What's going on? Chosen spirit, you come in, perspective on Narcissus. Yeah, I went. It's funny you say that because to be honest, I never even knew what a narcissist was. Like I'm late. I was real late. And then I figured out what it was, and I was like, oh man, dealing with narcissists my whole life. What's going on, y'all? I'm trying to put a title. What I got is life and death, life activate prayers to be answered. That's the name of the title. So I might have to go in later to edit it. But yeah, it's gonna be a good live tonight. I'm gonna break some things down to you, some stuff that the Most High wanted me to talk to you guys about. Um, and I think one of you guys brought it up in the chat last week about the spiritual death, about Adam and Eve. So I'm gonna kind of go in that on a little bit and break down these scriptures that I got wrote down. Starburst Day. What's going on? Starburst Day. Shield Gamer 27. I'm trying to figure out. Christopher Battle. What's going on? Starburst. So I need clarity on it today. You need clarity on it? Yeah, it's kind of. Yeah, we're gonna get a little deep. I got about, let me see, one, two, three. I got about 4 or 5 scriptures. I'm gonna just kind of break down. I need to work on my board back there. You see, if my board fell down earlier, so I need to get some thicker screws or something. But it came on down. I was gonna do a couple videos today, but I've been running around. I've been pretty busy, and then as soon as I was about to record one earlier, board just fell down. It's like, man, what's going on? Raw rebirth. What's going on? They can remind me of the time that God showed you and I've been tortured in the spirit. See, how can you remind me of the time when God showed you and I've been tortured in the spirit? when doing something particular happened to recall when you fast and praying. No, it was when I heard it, it was this family member I was dealing with that's heavy in the witchcraft, heavy in the dark arts. So this individual was pretty much binding his energy with mine, and they would do it through witchcraft and rituals and stuff. So he had clothing of mine. So they don't realize that anytime that they do binding work on people, God actually shows you what they're doing behind closed doors. So you can hear them in the spiritual realm. Like you can, like if they don't, like you're energetically connected with them. So it's, you can hear what they got going on. Like the Most High let you see and hear, let you hear what they got going on. And I think he does it on purpose because later on you got to pretty much tell your testimony. So anytime that they bond their energy with yours, you can also hear what they got going on. And the Most High sometimes will put you in the same place as these individuals. Like you would be in a room with these people and they don't even know that you're in there. Your spirit is in there, but you can hear them. You can hear like the demon, like they don't get any rest. Like they stay constantly doing witchcraft and rituals. So you can hear everything that they got going on. I don't even know if they're aware of that. They may think that they harming you and doing astral projecting in your dreams. Yeah, they doing that also, but the Most High is he's gonna let you in. You're pretty much connected to that person energetically. So when they do the binding rituals, you can hear everything and you can see everything inside the spiritual realm on what they're doing to you. Said this is nasty work. For real. I mean, there's some stuff I can't even really, like it's so disrespectful. It's real disrespectful that I can't even really talk about it. The things that this individual was doing. I mean, it's crazy, and it's like you said, Starburst. It's real nasty work. Do they know we can hear them? Because it seems like they don't. I don't know. I don't know if they. I'm sure they can. What do you mean as far as when they do binding work and rituals? Is that what you asked me, Warrior to Hannah? Let me go backwards. Do they know it? I don't know. That's a good question. Man, you got to ask the Narc. Um, yeah, I mean they when they do rituals and binding work, they're pretty much just binding their energy. So energetically, you're pretty much tied to that person, but it's dangerous because that person is always keeping you at a low vibration. So this like they become almost like a third party. So if you say if you say if you dating somebody, say if you got like a significant other and you're in a relationship with that person, it's actually three people that's in that relationship. It's your significant other, it's you, and then it's a narcissist because that person has done energy work. So it's almost like it's three people in the exact same energy. So it's kind of, and they do that on purpose to try to confuse the universe to make it seem like you're living in sin, in a sense, if that makes sense. So it's kind of like you're giving the signals to the universe that you're okay with having a third party in your energy. And that slows the flow of life. Like everything slows up, like your health get bad, your finances get bad, like everything is it takes a toll on you. Like it actually drain you, and the narcissists, they do that on purpose. They always want to stay connected to you to make it always seem like it's a third party in your energy. When it's a third party in your energy, it's hard for you to receive any blessings from the Most High. If that makes sense. Like your energy and your vibration has to be at a certain level. But if you have like a third toxic party inside your energy, it brings it down. So it's hard for you to produce. Like it's hard for you to get blessings. And the narcissists, they do that on purpose. For one, their energy extracting from you. Whatever they gain, and they're manifesting off your energy. Just like Isaiah Channel said, they're actually gaining, they're manifesting off your energy. So they can live a whole abundant love lifestyle. Like they can live a luxury lifestyle off of your energy. Like the energy that you get from the Most High is your energy that you're supposed to produce. That's your blessing. Like your energy is your blessing. Long as if you keep it concealed, if you keep it, living by his laws, statutes, and commandments, that's a gift from the Most High. Like your energy is pure. So you should be able to manifest. Long as if you focus on what you need to focus on and try to build what you're trying to build towards, you can manifest a lifestyle that you actually want to live. But it slows up once the narc comes in and do binding work. It's hard for you to manifest because he's pulling. So your manifestation is going to come slow, and sometimes it's going to get delayed, right? But the Most High is trying to get you to wise up so you can break the trauma bond and the curse off of you. Because the narcissist just pretty much, once they bond their energy to you, they pretty much just putting a curse on you. So if you're taking on everything that they got going for them. So if it's say if the narcissist has got karma or something. I hate using that word because a lot of people attack me. Don't use karma, but Proverbs say once and I'm gonna have to go into this description. Whatever you put out comes back. In Proverbs, it says once you roll a stone, that stone will return. So it's just like karma in a sense. Whatever you put out, you're gonna get back. So the narcissist is so in debt to the universe that it'll take them 10 to 15 lifespan just to recover. And they never recover because they're always in a low vibration. Like they never learn. They constantly in the same energy. It's redundant. They don't complete cycles and move on. They just stay there. And so when they stay there, bad luck, they can't produce anything. So what they do, they find somebody who's righteous. They search out for supply. And so those are the most dangerous narcissists because if you don't know what's going on, they will drain your life source and you will basically take on everything. God's wrath is going to put you inside of it also. So whatever God got for them, if they bond into your energy, you're going to feel the effects also. So you have to be, you have to be aware of people that's in your energy. Like for real, like energy is currency. I'm telling you, that's everything. That's people don't realize how important it is, right? To live a abundant lifestyle, your energy has to be pure, right? But if you got somebody who's toxic inside your energy, it's going to be hard for you to live life for real because you're taking on everything that they're going through, like for real. So yeah, you got to be very careful and don't let nobody just sit in your energy. Like if you got, say if it's a group of five of y'all, right? Say if you got like five friends in your circle and they low key don't like you. They low key, talk behind your back. They not really for you in a sense. They're just sitting your energy, right? They'll never reveal their true colors. They'll just sit there. And some of them may not say anything behind your back, but it's just the toxic energy that they give off. You can just tell if somebody for you, right? And if they're not for you, God is going to let them know, or God is going to let you know. So you have to remove people out your energy because your life is going to slow up. Trust me. Hopefully that answers your question. Protected and broke it off, but he keeps trying to latch back on where they're trying to. Yeah, because you're your life word to Hannah. Exactly. That's exactly what's going on in my life. Like every full moon, they try to re up every time. They need to stay connected to the righteous. Like Satan's children only survive off of us, right? They can't do anything without the righteous. They can't produce. If they do produce off our energy, soon as you take your power back, soon as you take your energy back, then they crumble because what they built was on a faulty foundation. It's not built off of anything. It's an illusion, right? Satan builds everything on illusion. His children are the same way, right? They manifest off the righteous to live a certain lifestyle. So if you see a successful narcissist and you're looking at it from your physical eye and say, man, this person ain't going through nothing. This person got this person got that. Physically, with your physical eye, you can see that. But in the same token, you got to figure out who are they connected to? Who are they draining? Right? And once you figure out who they draining, then you know where they getting it from, right? What's up, Quad Gibbs? What's going on with you? How do you fully take your power back? You take it back like you have to. First, you're gonna have to fast for at least 4 to 5 days. You have to get the individual completely out your energy, but you have to take your energy and put it towards something righteous. Like you have to fast and then pour your energy towards the Most High. And don't take your eye off of the God. Don't take your eye off the Most High. Right? Go through Psalms, read, cut social media off, and just fully focus on the Most High. Don't think about the North. Don't dwell on the past. Don't do none of that because it's there to reel you right back in. The narc always trying to reel you right back in. So that's how you take your power back. You have to step in your own energy. You're gonna have to fast because you have to get that demon out your energy. Once you completely get them out your energy, put everything into the Most High. Like go through the Bible, just read, take your focus away. Go out in nature, pray, pray with a purpose. Like your energy, put it in something that's gonna be productive in life. Yeah, forgive. Yeah, anything that if you're harboring any hate in your heart, you got to release that. You really got to release that for real. But yeah, it was hard for me to release the north out of my life because you always, you get in a situation where you kind of look back on the past, and every time you look back on the past, the narc just energetically is going to hook right back on to your energy. It's going to pull you back in the same cycle, right? His goal is and what they're basically doing is they're trying to sacrifice you, but they're doing it in a slow way. They can't just come in and just, Satan can send his demons out, but they can't come in and just take you out like they really want to. So instead, they will do binding work to bind their energy with you and pretty much slow kill you, right? Just like and Quab Gibbs, he said it in one of my comments. He was right on point. He said they take installments out your life, right? So they'll do it by piece. And then whatever they take, they're going to manifest off of your energy. So they can live a successful life just off your energy. They do it all the time. If you look at, man, I'm telling you, if you go to, y'all see them in y'all city, like a lot of those homeless people, a lot of them went through a lot of torture when it came to witchcraft. a lot of those people that's homeless, that's on the street, and you see them just walking around. A lot of them are talking to themselves. You can see that you can tell when rituals has been done to people, like their whole life has been just stripped. Destiny thieves, there you go. Their whole life has been stripped. Somebody will hook on to them, and then because the goal for the narcissist is to put you on the street. If they can manifest a certain lifestyle off of your energy, you're pretty much taking on their karma. You're taking on their energy, and then you're pretty much making your way to the street, right? You're pretty much making your way to be homeless and having nothing because they're taking everything from you, right? And it's a gamble too, because in some cases they can do that to the wrong person, somebody who's awakened and somebody who knows their power. That can reverse back onto the narc, and that'll put the narc, in a situation where they're homeless, right? It's a lot of times it do backfire too. So when you see people that's homeless on the street and walking around, some of that's because of backfire. A lot of that stuff backfire. They try to bind themselves to the wrong person. Yeah, it'll backfire. It'll hurry up and reverse. But those who spiritually dead, they don't, they don't get it. The Most High says, "My people perish from a lack of knowledge." He's talking about spiritual knowledge, right? So if you spiritually dead, it'll manifest. It'll manifest in the physical where you're actually out on the street, right? And then you get to the point where your vibration is so low, those spirits start to enter in your vessel, and it takes fully control. So when you see people walking around on the street and you see them a lot of times talking to themselves, those spirits has inhabited that vessel. So now they're just conversating with a demon that's inside of them, pretty much, Right there, the chords. Sorry, but looks. See, the thing is with spiritual, pretty much you being um, spiritually attacked, it's kind of hard to prove that in a court of law. Like, have they had like they got court? Of course, they got courts down here physically, that you can actually go through. But they also have courts in heaven. Also, I remember, and the reason why I'm saying this, I remember, I was calling judgment on one of my enemies, and I remember the Most High saying, I told him the situation. I said this would happen, this would happen, and this would happen. So I kind of broke it down to the Most High what was going on, and I pretty much wanted him to handle that situation for me. And I can hear him clearly say, "Charge." Like they have courts in heaven. I mean, I know a lot of you guys probably can't fathom that, but they actually have courts in heaven, and the Most High is the actual judge. It will eventually manifest in the physical. So whatever going on in heaven, and the Most High sees your case. Now He's going to check your heart too. He's going to see if you're in the wrong. You can't go to Him and be like, "Hey, this what happened to me," and then you was in the wrong too. You can't. The Most High He's not gonna move on your behalf. You know what I'm saying? But they have actually spiritual court where it actually manifests in the physical. So sometimes you have to go through the spiritual court versus physical court. Because physical court, I mean, they want to see proof. They want to see evidence. They want to see physical, tangible things that this person has been doing to you, right? And a lot of us, we can't prove that. We can't prove those. We can document certain things, but they want to see physical proof. And if you can't present that in the court of law, then it's going to be hard for you to prove your case. Therefore, you have to leave it in the Most High. Go to Him, have Him look at your case. And I'm telling you, I've done that before. I actually went to the Most High. Hey, this is what's going on, right? This is the situation, and I can hear the Most High clearly say charge. So once He say charge, Let it go. Let him take fully control of that situation, and then eventually it's going to manifest in the physical. And you will see how it turn out. But long as if your heart is clean, though, you have to have a clean heart. You can't go in there playing. Because the Most High gonna be like, hey, you was in the wrong, right? So yeah, that's what it is. I mean, you can have documentations, you can put out, stuff on the line, online, what happened to you, you can, but it's hard for you to take that type of case to court if you don't have any physical, tangible proof. You know what I mean? Anybody else? See, yeah, yeah, they need your energy, and you can like when you come around, you could just tell just how they movements, just their mannerism. You can tell if they don't have their supply. You can tell when they're being drained. They move slow. If you notice the narcissist, you can just tell they just their reaction, everything about them is slow. So they need energy. If they don't got that fuel, if they don't have that energy, yeah, it's easy for you to spot a narcissist out. You can just see them from a mile away. What happens once the narcissist is deceased and you're able to get still body to yours? That's it. Once they gone, they gone. I mean that they're not here anymore. Like they're no longer bonded to you anymore. Like that's it. Like those demons will try to, of course, they would try to inhabit you, but I mean, once you're clean, once you walk into the spirit, then that's it. I mean, they can't. You have to close all doors. If if something happened to them, and that demonic spirit is still trying to hound you, you have to close them doors because they're looking for a vessel. Because we know that whatever demons that the narcissists carry, if something happened, those demons they're looking for vessels. They all around. They're looking for anybody that they can bond with. But you have to close every door. Real. They are most silent and calm without supply. Ah, yeah, most definitely. What if the people are family members? Majority of them are your family members. You know, um, of course, they say your enemies would be those of your own household. So a lot of them inhabit those type of spirits, right? And so they attack you, but you have to break away. I mean, it's to be honest, it's not about your physical family. It's more about your spiritual family, right? Your physical, you can't control who's in you know, your physical family. You can't control that. But if the devil will try to use their vessels to try to hound you, most definitely. But if it's your family, yeah, you gotta cut them off. Your friends, your coworker, you gotta cut them off. You have to recognize that energy, like for real. They are so dysfunctional without supply. Yeah, they need supply. That's the only way. What's up, Susie? Yeah, they definitely need supply. Without that supply, that's why they're so codependent. If you notice, narcissists is always codependent. They need people. They need their ego fed. Admiration is how they survive. They need the spotlight on them. They need to make it seem like that they're, you know, popping. They need that. They need that type of attention. That's what keep them alive. That's what keep them alive. That's what keep those demons at bay, right? If they don't have that, those demons just constantly attacking the narc spirit. So the narc is looking for cover. They're looking for anybody. Anybody with a high vibration, they're trying to latch on quick because those demons are torturing that narc. See, when they come into somebody righteous energy, that takes the pressure off the demons from attacking the narc. So they're just sitting your energy. That's why I said, don't let anybody just sit in your energy. For real, know what they're in your energy for. If they're not reaching you, at that same vibration, if it's not an equal give and take, and I'm talking about friendships too, right? Not just your significant others. I'm talking about friendships. Everything has to be an equal give and take, right? You have to push your brothers and sisters, right? If this is your friend, push your friend to be better. Push your friend. All this energy, right? You guys are exchanging energy, so it have to be pure, right? Everything has to be pure, going back and forth. But if you got somebody who's in your energy, and you know they so-called hating, or they got some type of disdain in their heart for you, if they're not really for you, they're just sitting in your energy. And once they sit in your energy, they're causing blockage on your life, right? The Most High will show you and be like, hey, you got to get this person out your energy. They're slowing the flow of life down for you, right? See, our blessings come from the spiritual realm, and then it manifests in the physical. But blockage can occur if your energy is not clean. You can have clean energy, but if you got somebody who's in your energy that's not clean, they're slowing your life down. They're causing hindrance, right? So you have to gotta part ways. You have to. Only if they can control. So cover blown. Yeah, they gonna keep that mask on as long as they can. That mask is manipulation, right? They don't want people to know, what they're dealing with, so they keep that mask on. They got to utilize people around them as much as possible. Yeah, they can't. Narcs always got to be in a relationship. They have to be attached to something. They have no choice, right? Yeah, yeah. And the thing is, they work together all on one accord too, right? So it's all about, and a lot of them, what they do is, they summons demons. So they summon spirits, and the spirits to tell them who to go and get. So the spirits to let them know, like, hey, we want this certain individual because of your vibration, because of your calling. Like the devil already know who you are. When he see that you are awakened inside the spiritual realm, that alerts everything. The kingdom of darkness orchestrated. It's a business, right? And so they know who of God and who's not. And so if they see that you're waking up, then the devil is going to get his demons prepared to attack you, right? And so they will use a willing vessel, usually it's somebody close to you. So if you got family members that's in the occult, um, that's a Mason, that's in some type of secret society, they're going to utilize those people to come get you, right? They want to keep you at a low vibration. They want to keep you not walking into your calling. Because once you walk into your calling, it's nothing they can do because the protection over your life, they can't penetrate that, right? Your spiritual ranking increases. God seals you. And once he seals you, say you can't do anything. And you can sabotage yourself if you're not knowing what's going on. If you're not aware of what's going on. If you're trying to, live a lukewarm life, yeah, it can affect you. It definitely can affect you. Like I can, for a lot of stuff that I was going through as far as like the witchcraft that was being done on me, and the narcissism was being successful because I was walking a thin line. I was still trying to, live in the world. I had the lukewarm spirit. So the attacks were still, yeah, it was hitting me until I finally made the commitment. It was like, hey, I gotta completely give my life over to the Most High. If not, they're going to eventually take me out, and I wasn't gonna let that happen. Bro, you do your best. Spencer Aikens broke. You do your best. Dance me. I'm not know. I don't know what that means, bro. Yeah, most definitely. You got to. You got to step boldly. If not, because demons, demons only recognize power, right? So they know if you're scared, they know if you're trying to hold back, they're just going to keep attacking you. See, the thing is that, Luke 10:17, the Most High says he give you authority to trample over these serpents and demons, like the devil is subjected unto us, right? So there's no way that we should be running from them. They should be running from us, right? The reason why or the case may be that you're running from the demons or nurses and stuff like that, because they know that you don't know your power. Once you take your power back fully and walk into your purpose, stand firm, right? Demons supposed to go the other way. They supposed to be afraid of you. Like those secret societies and Masons or whatever, they supposed to be running away from you, right? It shouldn't be the other way around. If they sense that it's fear, demons can sense fear. If they sense it's fear, yeah, they're gonna trample all over you until you walk into your power, right? And as matter of fact, it was I'm gonna take you to the scripture real quick. This is 28, this is 28:18. And Jesus came and spoke unto them, saying, all power is given unto me in heaven and in earth. So all power is given to you in the heavens and the earth. So whatever power that you have in the heavens, it manifests in the physical. It manifests in the earth, right? So you have the power, but you have to walk into that power, right? You have to know that you're more powerful than any demonic spirit that's down here, right? This is your domain. The heavens and the earth is your domain, right? Not the demons. They can dwell here, but they subjected unto us. So there's no way that we should be afraid of them. That's why you got to stand firm. Once you stand firm, they move out the way, right? So, Mary G, he's hoovering in my dreams. Yeah, that's you're gonna have to fast. You got to fast. I'm telling you, you have to fast. You have to dry fast. Once you dry fast, just get them completely out your energy. Keep the doors closed because they're trying to keep you in fear. Anytime they're astral projecting in your dreams, they're trying to keep you in fear. They keep you in fear. That keeps you in a low vibration. Then they'll send a demonic spirit or entities out to attach to you. So now those entities are attached to you. Now you're dealing with stuff you shouldn't even be dealing with, right? Yeah, Susie, right. Dry fasting is so important. It's hard, but it's definitely important. That breaks that strongholds. Those demons can't handle that. They don't have anything to leech on, right? They leech on to addictions. So if you dry fast for 4 or 5 days, you pretty much telling the universe and the Most High that you broke every addiction that's on your life, and it can be anything. It can be uh, sweet tooth, gluttony. It can be any type of addiction. But if you can fast strictly for 4 days, then everything separates out your energy. Even the demons got to go, and they're gonna try to come back. But that's when you keep that door shut and keep your energy pure. Dry fast. Don't eat anything. Like don't eat nothing at all. Don't eat anything. Don't drink anything. 4 or 5 days. Seal every dream that they break covenants. You have to. Yep. Can the narcissist mother-in-law be your energy? Yeah, anybody can be in your energy. Yeah, anybody can be in your energy. They will take, they stay in contact with you. They're your energy. They can take a photo of you and sit there and do rituals and light candles around your pictures and your photos and stuff like that. They can get in your energy like that. Yeah, yeah, and yeah, you can. That's the thing. Dry fast is hard. It's so hard to do. I think when I was doing mine, it was tough. I'm not even. It was so tough. That's definitely a challenge. Real. It was very tough to break it. Most definitely scrappy that we do. Yeah, absolutely. It includes food when you are. Yeah, no food, no water, nothing. You said Crystal said yes, they broke into my apartment and stole clothes and items. Yeah, they do that all the time. A lot of them need like a point of contact, so they will steal some from your place and they'll take it back to an altar and then they'll start doing rituals. And what they're doing is that if they got like a T-shirt or anything of you, the item of you, they'll summons demons and they'll send the demons straight to that item that's on that altar that they put up. So now the demons know what they're looking for. So those demonic spirits that come right where you live at, and they'll try to access you through those points. Yeah, I got to the point where I got desperate, and I was like, man, I got to drop fast. As soon as I drop fast, the narc he's back on it. Every full moon, they're trying to get right back on your energy. Travel, which, yeah, absolutely. Like it's definitely a challenge, but it's but a progress. Pray against their evil altars. Yeah, go in the book of Psalms, Psalms 35. Man, I used to go through with a highlighter. I used to just pray constantly. Like I was praying with authority, and I was pretty much just casting anything down that was coming my way. Yep, Psalms 35. Yep, I'm telling you, that was my go-to. Psalms 35 was. Yeah, the name of this live is Life and Death. Life activates prayers to be answered. And I'm gonna start with I'm gonna read some scriptures to you. I'm gonna start with Genesis 3:1. Let's go. And I'm making a point, so I'm gonna read this stuff to y'all so y'all know what I'm talking about. Because we live life to have our prayers activated, right? We want to make sure that we are receiving everything that we're praying for, right? So I'm gonna read this, and you guys just follow along with me. And this is the temptation. This will be Genesis 3:1, and I'm gonna break down some things to you. Just follow me real quick. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord God had made. And he said unto the woman, yeah, have God said, you should not eat every tree of the garden. And the woman said unto the servants, we may eat the fruit of the trees of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, God has said, y'all should not eat of it, or you will die. If you touch it, you will die. And the serpent said unto the woman, you should not surely die, for God knows the day, um, if you eat thereof, then your eyes shall be open, and you should be as gods, knowing good and evil. And then I'm gonna go down to 3:6, the fall of man. And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree desired to make one wise, she took the fruit thereof and did eat, and gave also unto her husband with her, and he did eat. So, and I'm gonna continue reading. And the eyes of both of them were open, and they knew that they were naked. And they sewed fig leaves together to make aprons to cover themselves up. So the temptation, right? The Most High told them not to eat off a certain tree. The serpent came and deceived them, deceived Eve, right? And so they made the transition to the physical world now. Before they were spiritual. Once they ate off the tree, they became spiritually dead. And I'm gonna continue reading. And they heard the voice of the Lord and God walking in the garden in the cool of the day. And Adam and his wife hid themselves from the presence of the Lord God amongst the trees of the garden. So now they're trying to cover themselves because they can actually see now. So they went from the spirit to the physical. Now that they can see that they're naked, now they're in a position where they're trying to cover themselves up. Now they became spiritually dead. See, when you become spiritually dead, it separates you from the Most High. Now you're in the flesh. I'm going to continue reading. And the Lord called unto Adam and said unto him, where are you? And he said, I heard the voice in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked, and I hid myself. And he said, who told you you were naked? So the Most High is asking Adam, like, who told you that? If they was in the spirit, they wouldn't have never knew that they were naked. So when the adversary, the serpent, told Eve that it was okay, they became spiritually dead. So now they made the transition out the spirit into the physical, right? So now they can see with their physical eye. So now you got the disobedience that came between them and the Most High, which separate themselves, right? This is the fall of man. See, and I'm going to continue reading. Um, and he said, who told you that you was naked? Okay. Has Zoe eaten the tree where I commanded you not to, right? So now the Most High is looking at Adam and Eve like, now you guys disobeyed. So now the curses is coming upon you, right? So this point on, now everything that's in the flesh is cursed. Everything. Our flesh is the curse, pretty much. Now it separates us from the Most High. So the goal is to make the transition back to the spirit, right? Because we know that Adam and Eve disobeyed the Most High. Now, from that point on, their life is cursed. So now they have to they have to go through a cursed life, right? Now, the cursed life involves the devil, right? The adversary is in the midst of it. That's now where you're getting the Cain and Abel and the things that come after that. And I'm gonna move around for a little bit. Just follow me. This will be Matthew 16:25, right? One second, y'all. Yeah, this will be Matthew, my fault, 16:25, right? So whoever lose their life of the world will gain their life back in Christ. So lose everything of the world. And when you gain your life back in Christ, that's when your blessings start to occur. So anything that you're praying for from that point on, it starts in the physical, it starts in the spiritual, and then it manifests in the physical, right? Because now you left the world. Now you're in the spirit. So the goal is to make the transition, right? We understand that the Bible is a spiritual book. Life and death is the name of this life, right? So once you lose everything, your life, right? Because of the world, you're spiritually dead. And then it manifests into a physical death, right? But the goal is to make the transition back into the spirit where we were, before Adam and Eve actually bit the corrupt tree, right? And I'm gonna continue. Just follow me. And this will be Matthew 22:37. Okay, now we're the first great commandments, right? We know that identity come, right? We identify with the Most High first. Relationship is key, right? Without the relationship, our prayers cannot be answered, right? Because now we're in the spirit. So now, 37, right? So it'll be Matthew 22:37. Those shall love the love God with all your heart, right? That's the first great commandment. Love the Most High with your whole heart, right? He's the reason why you're here. He's the reason why you're able to wake up every single day. Now you're in the spirit. The second commandment is love yourself, or love thy neighbor like you will love yourself. So when you look at your neighbor, and it's not necessarily your neighbor, just anybody that's around you, stranger, it can be your family members, love them spiritually, right? So when you love, it's at a high vibration. Now you're looking at things from your spiritual eye. So it's easy for you to forgive. It's easier for you to have a fruitful life. Now, so anything that you're praying, you're able to manifest because now you're in the spirit, because now you're looking at things as love, right? And I'm gonna continue, just follow. We'll go to 1 Corinthians 2:6. And this is important because the Most High he was showing me these scriptures, and he kind of wanted me to break it down to you guys. So, because we need prayers answered, right? So this will be Corinthians 2:6, the wisdom of God, right? How about we speak wisdom amongst them that are perfect, yet not the wisdom of the world, nor of the princes of the world that come not. So spiritual knowledge, right? The wisdom of the world becomes spiritually dead. It doesn't lead anywhere, right? But we speak, I'm gonna continue. But we speak the wisdom in God in mystery, even the hidden wisdom which God ordained before the world unto our glory. Right? Now I'm gonna read that again. But we speak wisdom of God in mystery, right? Even the hidden wisdom which God ordained before the world unto our glory, right? And it's the same scripture I read to you earlier. I'm gonna move around. Hold on. So this will be see 9:25, right? So it's talking about the history, right? The hidden mystery. What's the hidden mystery, right? It's simple, but it's so profound because it's setting you free, right? And I'm gonna read that again. Hold on, I'm gonna read it one more time so you guys know. This is 2:7. Corinthians, 1 Corinthians 2:7. but we speak the wisdom of God in a mystery, even the hidden wisdom which God ordained before the world unto our glory, right? So we go to Matthew 28:18. All power is given unto me in heaven and in earth. Simple. Hidden mysteries, right? The power is inside of you, right? It's already it's already inherited to you in the heavens. You only receive your inheritance when you walk into the spirit. Once you give your life fully, completely to the Most High, you walk into your inheritance, right? Then things start to manifest. See, you can't manifest anything of the world because the world is dead. You're around spiritual dead people, right? So if you're around spiritual dead people of the world, the devil is going to utilize those people to steal your blessings, right? So the Most High is going to wait till you separate yourself from certain individuals so you can make that transition, right? And he says it right here, all power is given unto me in heaven and in the earth, right? The heaven is your domain. The earth is your domain, right? Power. You have to walk into your power. That moves, that shifts everything in your favor. Your inheritance, right? So anytime that we're trying to pray for things to happen, we want things to move, we have to walk out the world into the spirit, right? And those were the scriptures that I want to break down because it should give you some type of confidence to know that everything that you inherit is always in the spirit, but you have to make that transition out the world, right? So now when you pray, things are moving fast. You're not praying on your behalf, you're praying on things that's already given to you to manifest, right? Because God has blessings stored up for a lot of us. A lot of us got spiritual banks that haven't even been released, that's been just sitting there. And it's by our good deeds that we do down here on earth, right? When you treat your brothers and sisters with love, that increases your spiritual bank in heaven. Therefore, it will manifest, right? Long as if we living by God, law, statutes, and commandments, our inheritance is there. It's stored up, right? Just like the last live that I did last Saturday. The wealth and the riches of the wicked are stored up for the righteous, right? We just have to walk in our power. We have to take everything back that's due to us. Like it's very important, right? And so those are the scriptures that I want to break down. Those are the things that he highlighted, right? So we can get back to it. I know y'all was asking, what's up, Laura Leah? I know y'all was asking me some questions, but yeah, he just wanted me to point that out because I mean it's simple, right? It's spiritual. Life and death is spiritual, but you have to understand that the our flesh is death, right? It we can we can't manifest anything in the flesh because it doesn't help. You know what I mean? Like we can't take none of that stuff with us, right? Our desires that's here on this earth, we can't take it with us. So it's better to always manifest spiritually through the Most High, so He can give you instructions on how to to be a good steward when it comes to your blessings in the spiritual realm, so you can teach, so you can give back to the world where He's putting you in position to help other people. Now you're coming with full protection, right? The seal of God is over your life. Nothing that the devil and the adversary can do, right? And they know this. That's why they attack you so hard because they don't want you to walk into the spirit. Because once you walk into the spirit, they completely lose control of you. They have no control whatsoever. But if you of the world, the devil gonna have control. Trust me. So hopefully that makes sense, man. I'll try my best to break that down. Like walk, it's like waking up. Peace. Message minister, it's like waking up to the abuse makes the fight so much more intense, extremely difficult to navigate through. Why do you think that is? Um, Probably the calling. I mean, a lot of you guys go through so much. The harder the spiritual warfare is, the bigger your calling is. So the devil is going to try to challenge you head on. Like he doesn't want you. If you got a huge blessing over your life, then the devil is going to send everything to you. So it's going to make it 10 times worse. Your spiritual warfare is going to be difficult to fight and navigate. Like it's you in war, you know, and it's your calling. You know, we all got different callings. Depends on where God have you at in this in the body of Christ and the things that He needs you to do. Satan is going to target certain individuals who carry um, a certain purpose that can make things shift, right? So if you got a person over here that's calling is so, if this person has a huge calling over their life, then he's going to fight more spiritual warfare than other people, right? We all got different bodies of, different callings in the body of Christ. Some are more intense than the other, right? So that's what makes it harder. Probably your calling is probably huge, but don't just walk into your power. You have to fight it. You can't go around it. You have to, right? Yeah, you have to. That's the only way we can navigate in this world is through the Heavenly Father. Without Him, we won't make it. I'm telling you. I ain't even. The battery's probably low in it. Yeah, it's hard because it's the temptations. We got temptation everywhere, so it's hard for you to navigate it, to navigate through our desires. You know. Yeah, word to Hannah. That's true. Yeah, because if he went through it, then we got to go through it, right? But it's man, I was reading something earlier. Hold on, let me go to some. That's a good point. It was something I was looking at. Let me go to first. I'm already on First Corinthians. Let me read some real quick. This is First Corinthians. This will be 2:8, which none of the prince of this world knew. This is the wisdom of God, by the way. So this will be First Corinthians 2:8, which none of the prince of this world knew. For had they known it, they would not have crucified the Lord of glory. It's talking about Jesus Christ. So if Jesus, when he was crucified, it was the worldly people that crucified him because they were living in the flesh. These people were spiritually dead. If you're spiritually dead, you will not understand the spiritual world. It's like night and day. So they'll look at spiritual people like we are a threat. Because you have to understand that the adversary is living through worldly people. Now, if you're spiritually dead, then that gives the devil access to your vessel. That makes worldly people afraid of you guys, right? Because they're looking at you as a threat. The demons inside of them are looking at you as a threat because angels dwell inside of you. You're closer to the Most High. So, just like it said here, if the world knew, then they would not have crucified Jesus Christ. The reason why they crucified him because they didn't understand him, right? When they don't understand you, they become threatened. They don't understand the spiritual realm. They don't understand light because they're so seeped in darkness, right? So if like God, like it says here, if they would have known, then they would have never done that to Jesus Christ. They would have never crucified him like they did. Understand? But um, he died for our sins. He took that hit for us, and so we have to be grateful. We have to be thankful that we are here, and we have to continue to lead through Him because that's the only way that we can actually go through the actual walk, actually do the Most High work is through Jesus Christ. So we have to keep it going, right? If He went through it, we got to go through it, right? Big truth teller, the devil is a loser. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I agree. Yeah, extremely difficult. Susie, exactly. The bigger the anointed, the bigger the fire. Exactly. Shirley Speck, Stardust, my second son was upset crying. Why was he crying, Shirley Sparks? Because of the fight? Or because, you talking about, I'll let you, I'll let message to the message. I appreciate you being on the live. I appreciate y'all, you guys being here. Spiritual warfare. Yeah, it ain't. People, it's, yeah, it's a battle. Oh, the clock, yeah. Absolutely, Vic, truth teller. Yeah, God gives you absolutely right. So your channel, do everyone deal with narcissism? Yeah, I'm sure everybody. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure everybody deal with narcissists. They probably don't know how to identify them because it took me a long time to identify narcissists. And I think we all have narcissist tendencies, um, but some are demonically driven by Satan, right? I think that's where the issue comes at. I think we all carry some type of trait in a sense, but when you're demonically driven, that's a whole different ballgame right there. That means that narcissist is sent straight from the devil, right? And when I came across that type of individual, you in for a long night, for real. But these people are relentless. And they all get on one accord too. It just ain't the covert narcissist. You got to worry about who they're dealing with, who they're manipulating, because they never work alone. Like they work in hive. They got that hive mentality. So it's a group of them, right? They all like a pack of hyenas, and they're aiming at you. You move to a different location, they still gonna stalk you and harass you. Like they all work together, right? And a lot of it is, I think it's a hierarchy when it comes to it. We know the devil is head of the situation. We know the devil is a demonic spirit that's inhabit vessels. But then when it comes to you guys being targeted individuals, it's a higher component that's orchestrated also, whether it's the government, whether it's your family. It's always a hierarchy, right? They will contract people to watch you and stalk you. And if you got people that's in survival mode, they'll do anything for money, for real. But the thing is that they sell their soul to harass you and stalk you. And these people will take out life insurance over your life. They'll take out so much things over your life, knowing that, okay, we can, if this person demise come about, then we can recuperate this type of money behind it. But they're not knowing that they're taking a gamble, because when they run into the right person that has walked into their power and that stuff starts to backfire, best believe whoever sent them also has life insurance on their life also. That's what I'm saying. It's a hierarchy. It's a lot of people that's involved, but you got the higher that has life insurance on the people that they send to you, and then those people that they send to you, and then they try to put one on you. So they all trying to recuperate money based off of your demise. But the hierarchy also have life insurance on their minions, on their flying monkeys also. It's a protocol. See, the kingdom of darkness is a business. This is a business, right? It's and they've been doing this since the biblical days. It's structured different now, but the game remains the same. Nothing changed but the people, right? Is right versus the wicked. The wicked is trying to stay in power by trying to blood sacrifice God's children if they can, or sabotage your life, or like Quab Gibbs says, they'll take increments out your life, right? They'll slow kill you. If they can't come head on, they're gonna slow kill you, right? A narcissist is gonna hook on your energy, and they just gonna sit there in your energy and do binding work. They're doing rituals every full moon. They'll do binding work, and they'll slowly just start to drain you, right? You can be um, 20 years old and look like a 40-year-old, right? Start to age quicker because the narcissist is binding, they're doing binding work, right? You start to age rapidly, you know? So, yeah, the kingdom of darkness is a business. You just have to be vigilant. You have to be aware of what's going on. Always walking to the power, always communicate with the Most High, because He's going to begin to show you things, but you have to be aligned with Him spiritually. If not, if you're in the flesh, they're going to, they're pretty much going to just take you out, pretty much, whether it's slow kill or just head on, right? So your best bet is to stay close to the Most High as possible, for real. Because I remember when I first started going to spiritual warfare, I'm telling you, the nightmares and the dreams that I would have, I was so in fear because I thought it would manifest, because I was waking up in places that I shouldn't be waking up in. You know what I mean? Like I'm waking up in the morgue. I'm at the hospital. Like I'm in crazy places, but it was all centered around my demise. And so I'm like, this stuff is going to manifest. I was thinking like, oh, it's going to manifest, but I didn't know how to stop it. So I would just pray constantly. Psalms, I was on it. And then I start to understand that you can block a lot of this stuff. Whatever they're doing in the spiritual realm or in your dreams, you can block it. You just have to pray against it when you wake up in the morning. You can't remember your dreams, like I was telling you on one of my videos. I will say, whatever I have dreamed of, if these dreams are not from you, Heavenly Father, I rebuke it, I cancel it, I reject it in the name of Jesus. I will say that every morning. Even if it was something that I dreamed personally that was good, I will still rebuke it because I'm not leaning on my understanding. I'm leaning on the Most High. I trust Him more than I trust myself. So I can dream of, I can have a dream of some money or something like, being wealthy or rich. I will rebuke that because I'm not going on my own understanding because I don't know what's attached to that, right? I can have a dream about some money and don't know what's the back end on that. Don't know what the deal is behind it. Don't know if it's a contract. Don't know if it's faulty. I don't know nothing, but I'm dreaming of money. Hey, I will rebuke that. I tell the most I rebuke it. I don't even want that because I don't know what it's attached to. Like it said in the Bible, never lean on your own understanding. Put everything into the Most High because He can see things that we can't see. He's looking at it from His spiritual eye, right? But you will know when it's coming from Him, right? Like dreams from the devil and the Most High is totally different because you have dreams from the Most High. You will know His voice first. You would get used to His voice. As you get close to Him, you can understand the way how He moves in a sense. You can understand His sense of humor. Like the Most High has a sense of humor. He has a presence. You can feel His presence around you. When you hear Him, you know His voice. Now the devil was trying to copy His voice as much as possible, but the energy is different. It's totally different. The Most High using, if you can hear Him, a lot of times He'll put scripture behind it, right? The devil ain't gonna do that. He's gonna try to mimic people. Like he try to mimic God. He try to mimic, people that I know, and you know it's the devil. It feels different. It's totally different, right? And you will understand that once you get to the Most High, you will understand His ways. You'll understand how He moves, His presence, the way how He speaks. Even when He's upset, you know that it's the Most High. His communication with His children is different, right? Sure, he was going through a trail. He said God is testing him, but I showed him in the Bible verse that proved otherwise. I might have missed one of your messages. Shows. Thank you, Susie. Thank you, our channel, Smokey 2191. I like this. Yeah, I believe we all have tendencies, characteristics. Um, I think some is just more extreme than the other. Once you get those extreme type of narcissists, man, it's totally different. They dangerous because they're constantly trying to stay in your energy. Like they're like parasites. Like they're constantly. It's like it's hard to. I know you guys know what I'm talking about. Every narcissist has a different percentages of narcissism. Yeah, I believe that too. Some can cover it up different than others, but the extreme. I'm talking about the sociopath, and them is the dangerous ones right there because they're not even in their vessel anymore. Like they're driven by something else. There's something inside of them that's they don't even have control. Like that person you thought you knew, that you probably was confided in, that you thought was cool, and that's a whole different, completely person that was inside that vessel. That's not the same person. It's something that took over him. So the whole time you talking to, your homie or your family member or whoever, you thinking it's that person. That person ain't in that vessel no more. That person, that demon came inside that person vessel and inhabit that. It took fully, completely control. And the whole time you sitting there telling your plans to the demon going right back to the devil. Now anything that you try to do from this point on, you being sabotaged. And that's exactly what was going on with me. Everything I was going through from that point on, I'm thinking this is a family member I'm confided in, my future, that I'm gonna do this. The whole time I'm talking to the devil. The devil just sitting there like this. Yeah, you gonna do what? Okay. And he'll go right behind my back and sabotage my relationship. He'll go behind my back and sabotage it. I was like, damn. The whole time I'm talking to the devil. Crazy. You talking about that's scary. I'm serious. Yeah, you have to come out the world. You have to. Yeah, Psalm. Yep, yep. That was one of them too. 109:7. Should be judged by Absolutely. Yeah, you have to. Even when it comes to even when it comes to the narcissists and your enemies, Alexander, you correct, because it's not even for them; it's for you to forgive, right? Because if you harbor any, uncleanness in your heart for the narcissists and your enemies and stuff like that, like you're hindering your growth. Like it's gonna, you have to let go. You have to forgive and realize that they're dealing with something that's demonic, right? And I know we can't just put it all on demons because they actually made the agreement with the demon, right? They actually made that agreement. So we have to hold them accountable also. But at the same time, you got to forgive, and it's not for them, it's for you. It's to set you free so you can, so your vibration can rise, so you're able to receive your blessings as due to you from the Most High. And I had to go through that the hard way, because I was in, I was, and I said this on one of my videos, like I was so upset, uh, just the spiritual warfare that I was going through. And it wasn't letting up. Nothing was letting up. And I remember I was upset. Like I was upset with the Most High because I was like, man, how is this person astral projecting in my dreams like crazy? I'm like, how is this person doing this? I remember I was snapping. I was upset with the Most High. And I wanted him to move so bad. I was like, I need you to move. He was saying that man, I'll never forget it too. It was, man, I remember like it was yesterday. He was like, if I destroy the narcissist, then I will have to destroy you. When he said that, I sat down quick. I was like, he said, oh damn. When the Most High chastise you, just sit on down. And then I had to understand what he was saying, right? Because at the time I had so much unforgiveness in my heart and I wanted the Most High to move ASAP. But the Most High is saying, hey, if you're in the same energy as your enemies, then I'm going to take you out also. Just like even here on this earth, like if we say if you picking up a friend, uh, and you got to take them somewhere, take them to the bank. Let's say you pick up your friend and you take him to the bank. He runs in the bank, and you're thinking maybe he's going to the ATM, maybe he's getting some money out, maybe he's paying some bills, maybe he's doing something inside the bank. Now, if your friend get out the car and go inside the bank and they rob that bank and they jump back in the car and they tell you to go and you don't know what's going on, you go and then later on you get pulled over by the police, they're taking you both to jail, whether you knew about it or not, because you're associated with that person at that time when that crime happened. It's the same thing inside the spiritual realm. If the person is connected to you energetically, if you have disdain for this individual, your enemy, you're in the same energy as him. So the Most High is going to prosecute you also because you have unforgiveness in your heart. You're no better than your enemies or the covert narcissists. You guys carry the same energy, right? The Most High, his wrath and his judgment is based off of energy. So that's why he tell you to separate, move out that energy, so your enemies can get the wrath of the Most High. He don't want you to get caught up in the same wrath, because that's what's going to happen. That's why the narcissists stay relentless in your energy, because they know God's. Some of them know, and I think some of them don't know. But God's wrath is dependent on energy. So if God is going to prosecute and punish your enemies, you have to stay clear. You can't be close to them. They cannot be in your energy because it's going to affect you also. So the Most High will prolong his wrath because of the love that he has for you. He don't want to destroy you. That's called collateral damage. He don't want to destroy you. He wants you to move out your enemy's energy. But if you stay connected to him and God's wrath come, you're going down with the narcissist. Now y'all both sitting in hell looking crazy, right? Y'all both sitting on hot chairs, flaming, looking at each other. You down there with this individual, chilling. And you like, what I'm doing down here? Because you didn't let go. You didn't give. That's why it's so important to forgive and let go. And get them out your energy. And we sit here and be like, man, well, God ain't done nothing to my enemies, because you're still attached to them, right? God loves you that much that he don't want to take you down with your enemies. So when he tell you to forgive, it's not about your enemies, it's about yourself. Forgiveness is for yourself, right? Once you understand that spiritually, it takes you out their energy. Once it takes you fully out their energy, now his wrath comes. Then whatever the narc did, they got to pay, right? But you have to be completely out their energy. I know it's hard because that's why they do binding work and ritual so much, because they know, or some know, that God's wrath going to come. So every full moon they rein up, right? Like, oh, God's wrath going to come. That full moon coming up, they're going to try to do binding work again to stay connected to you like a leech. They want you like this. Wherever you go, they're going to go, right? And that's what I had to deal with. I will move different cities, different states, covert north, still doing binding work, right? And that's what I said. They work together as a team. Like Kingdom of Darkness is a team. It's a kingdom. It's a business, right? They're in different cities. The Masonic lodges and hubs, they're in different cities, different locations, right? This is the underworld we're talking about, right? That's how they move. If they know your name, they know what you look like, you can move 1,000 miles away. They get on the phone and call that other lodge, and they contract people to come watch you. Those people wait till you leave. They come inside your place and get something like a t-shirt, a brush, some jeans, some underwear. They're going to get something. Take it back to their lodge, and they're going to try to do binding work. point of contact, right? The narc can be 2,000 miles away, but if somebody in his same organization, they just move that contract to those people, and then they would do binding work on you. Witches and warlocks, they all work together, right? They're a team. They have that hive mentality, right? That's why they got to group up, because you're strong, right? But you have to know who you are, right? It's very important that you know who you are in Christ. Your power activates once you walk into the Spirit. Now God can really, fight. But you can't be in fear, right? I was in fear for a while. I was like, man, I was in fear for a long time. And then once I started to get stronger in the Spirit, I was able to combat a lot of this stuff, right? Jesus Christ. Yeah. And after a while, like everything will start to, like the spiritual warfare start to die down, but you have to stay in the Spirit, keep them doors shut for real. Don't open up no doors. Because I was still, when I started when I was going through spiritual warfare, yeah, I was lukewarm, trying to kick it, go home, go to sleep, and knock right back at it. They work 24/7. I'm like, dang, they work hard. I'm like, man, all that energy, or they pretty much siphon the energy off of you. But it's like all that dedication that they put into destroying you. I'm like, man, you and your buddies can just build a business or something, like I can do something more productive than try to take people down, you know what I mean? But I guess they're in survival mode. You got to look at it like that. The demons are in survival mode. They feel like you got to go in order for them to stay. Cheryl Sparks, Stardust, she said 10 years, and it was so heavy. I totally agree. Mine was about 10 years. It's about, for me, it's about 9 years now. Since, yeah, Kevin Ewing. Yeah, I caught on his, yeah, regarding dreams, but yeah, Blessed Butterfly. I caught on Kevin Ewing. Man, I got to him pretty early. I probably got to him about 2018. Um, and he's good at interpret dreams. Um, so I used to listen to his channel back in the day. Yeah, Kevin Ewing is the truth, like for real. He knows a lot about this stuff that I was dealing with. It was a few people that I will follow on YouTube that will give me some type of hope. You know what I mean? Like these people, like, because at first you feel like, man, I'm the only one going through this, right? And then you find people talk about it, and Kevin Ewing, he was one of the people, like for real, that I could relate to. And he was breaking it down. And he's good at interpreting dreams, all that. Yeah, he's the truth. He's been around for a while. I need to book. Yeah, I need to get one of his books. Blessed Butterfly. Yeah, it was a few people that was on YouTube that actually helped me, like carried me out the spiritual warfare. Like it was, and that's what the Most High does. Like if you're going through certain situations in life, like spiritual warfare, the Most High will put people that actually go through the same thing that you're going through, so you can relate to these people. Like these people are blessings because they can carry you through, and you know that you're not alone. Because you can't, what you're going through, spiritual warfare. You can't talk to worldly people about it. They just look at you like you're crazy. Like, what is he talking about? And then you get too many people that know it's a wrap. You're gonna be somewhere in a psych war, somewhere for real. Worldly people, they start to fear you, and because they don't understand. A lot of them are so seeped in darkness, they don't know what you're talking about. It's just loving close to God. It's like I'm wrapped in a cotton wool. Yeah, you can feel the Most High presence. Like he's man, I'm telling you. To Moria, you said the last 2 years have been so eye-opening. People will befriend you to sacrifice you if you're a child of the Most High. Yeah, most definitely. Especially if they're willing to do anything for money. Those are the most dangerous people right there. And it's like it's almost like in the book of Matthew when he's talking about the wheat and tares, right? When you grow up, or when the devil plants seeds when you're asleep, right? And you're not paying attention, and then it becomes binded to you. Eventually, the Most High has to separate, just like your friends and your family, right? You have to eventually separate in a sense because your enemies will be those of your own household, right? Um, and I said that on one of my shorts. How did I say it? Your enemies will be those of your own household. Your friends and your family is part of the occult studies, the dark arts. So they know how to astral project in your dreams. They know how to manipulate energy around you. Okay? A lot of them will be used by Satan, right? Especially if they can get some money out of it. And that's all it takes. Somebody offered them a check. They're willing to do anything for money. Yeah, them was dangerous people right there. That's why you got to watch people morals, what they what their beliefs are as far as what they're into. If they're driven by the world, if they're driven by vanity, if they're driven by tangible things, you got to keep an eye on 'em. If they're driven by it, if they're obsessed with certain things, somebody who's obsessed with money, move around. Those people are dangerous. Because if the right opportunity come, and the Mason approached him saying, "Hey, I need you to do something. I've got a check for you." They gonna jump on it for real. Because some of those people, worldly people, a lot of them, they don't have any morals. They don't stand for anything. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'll do it. Some of them do it for nothing. A gift card from Walmart, I'll do it. It's like, man, that's all it takes. Now I'm being a little sarcastic. I hope was you. Some of them will do it. I'm not even. Some of them will do it. My dad in R2 in prison past 35 years. Wow. Sorry to hear that, Trayvon Mocha. Two of the worst. Trauma bond. Yeah. Yeah. Once that trauma bond, they come in with a sob story, they try to bond your energy with you, it's a wrap. It is a wrap. They're gonna stick to you like glue. It's hard to get those people out your energy. Simone Temple said, but I wonder how did my family member get a walk in? How when they went to church, just like I did. Um, what do you mean, like a walk-in spirit? How their life is different from yours? Some of the times, and just because you go to church don't mean anything. You have to understand that. Sometimes God is not always in those churches, right? We have to look at things in a spiritual sense. We have to look at, because the people in the church can be the most corrupt people in the world. A lot of them just go to church because it sounds good and it looks good from the outside, right? But it doesn't mean that the Most High is there. Like we're having church right now. The Most High said, if two or three join together in my name, then we're having church, pretty much, right? Just because the church it can be an evil place, right? That's where your gossipers at. That's where your backbiters at. A lot of that is just a front for real. Telephones too. Oh yeah, they always, yeah. They stay tapping my phones, my location. They know it. Yeah, Slave told me she left the Holy Spirit. Crystal, you said right, and Tiffany, 100. This lady told me she left the Holy Spirit and go at least. She was honest. Peace. Yeah, yeah. Once you break free, it's no going back. Because if you go back, you like lunch meat to the devil, like for real. Don't try to go back to the world, because the devil's sitting there just rubbing his hands, like, we ain't gonna let him go this time. We're gonna try to seal the deal now. It's so important to move in silence. Yeah, you have to move in silence for real. Yep, Alexander, right. If you don't forgive, you're gonna be bitter. You're gonna be angry. Your vibration gonna be low, and then you know you're an open vessel. To the demons. There, something else will come in. You got illnesses and all type of stuff. You don't want to be a bitter person. Like for real, that'll eat you up. Yes. Yeah, I know it's once you look at it from like your spiritual eye, like forgiveness, you look at things totally different. Because now you looking at the individual like, okay, this person got demons they dealing with. They got all type of stuff going on. It's not even just forgive. It's not even working. Because really, you upset with a demon, right? Never go back and forth with a demon. Next thing, Lily, could you please describe astral projection? The astral projection is when they're able to pretty much they're able to get in your dream state, like they're able to manipulate your dreams. So you could be having a dream about something, and it's really that person spiritually. Like they can actually meditate and leave their body and come inside your dream state, and then they cause chaos inside your dreams. And it's dangerous because if you don't, and I'm gonna do a video on this too. Actually, my next video is called healing. Um, like you have to like any wounds, just anything that you dealt with in the past, like you have to heal completely. See, the devil will, they can, if you don't heal, your vibration becomes low. The devil is a demonic spirit that can move around from body to body. So if you're at a low vibration, if you unforgiveness in your heart, you got stuff that you haven't healed from, that demonic spirit can go inside your body. It will find those wounds. The devil will find those wounds inside whatever you went through in the past. He's going to find them. So if you got 4 or 5 things that you didn't heal from, that you're trying to hide, like I'm gonna just, act like I'm healed, but I'm really not. You try to hide that, and you're not healed properly. And the Most High knows that you're not healed because your vibration is low, right? Everything is based on vibration. But if the devil knows that you have wounds, he knows that you're not healed, the devil is going to try to keep you at that vibration. So he knows what triggers you. So he's going to send a vessel, whether it's a narc or somebody, but they will astral project in your dreams where this individual is able to leave his vessel. He's able to leave his body, meditate spiritually, and walk inside your dream state. They're going to find that wound. And the demon, the narcissist, is going to poke at that wound. So if you have some childhood trauma, he's going to poke at it inside your dream. So he's going to create a dream inside your psyche. And if you're not healed, it's going to make you upset. So when a narc, when he hits those wounds, he's going to create a dream, and then he's going to go back to his body. Now, when you wake up the next morning, your wound has been hit. Now you're upset, right? So now you're having a bad day, a bad week, a bad month, because you haven't healed from that wound. So the narc is going to do it again the next day, next week. Astral project right back in there. He's going to hit that wound again. That's why it's so important that you heal, right? Because if you don't heal, the astral projection and that demonic spirit is going to keep hitting that wound. And sometimes it doesn't have to necessarily be about the astral projecting. The narc can just stay in his body and come to you in physical form, to you directly, and bring something up. Instead of you responding, you reacting. The narc know you ain't healed, right? Especially if the individual did binding work. See that the kingdom of darkness is so orchestrated on how they do these things. Like I'm telling you, it's a whole playbook out here. The way how they break these things down, and they do it on purpose. Their goal is to always keep it at a low vibration. They just pretty much just sacrificing you. It's a slow kill, right? Because if you got wounds and you haven't healed from, the devil knows that, right? That's why the Most High tell you, heal. You have to heal. Once you heal, whatever the devil do, it doesn't bother anymore. Now, instead of you reacting, you responding, right? So the narc could come and he see that you healed. The narc could come and astral project, or the demon or the devil will see, and they'll scan your whole body just to see if you healed or not. And if you heal, it's nothing they can do, because now you can say anything, you can do anything. I won't respond. I'm not upset anymore, right? I'm not mad. It doesn't bother me. I'm healed. My vibration is high. Once your vibration has risen, now the protection comes. So now if that demon comes, eventually he can't get in your dream state anymore. He can try, but your vibration is so high, it'll burn that demon up. Like they can't stand certain energies. Once you walk into the spirit fully, completely, and you heal, let that narc try to astral project and see what happens. Let him do it and see what happens. He probably won't even make it back to his body. The vibration, it'll burn him up too quick. Even if he get halfway to you trying to astral project and you fully healed and you fully in you, nah. it'll burn that demon up. That narc will try to go back to his body so fast, it'll be a wrap. And that's what I'm telling you, because this is what I experienced, right? And it took me a while. I had to heal some wounds. The narc will try that. Yeah, they do that on purpose. The devil knows if you're unhealed. You don't want to show that you're not unhealed to the devil or any peers around you, because they're going to utilize that and they're going to poke at that healed wound. And all you're going to do is keep getting mad, keep getting mad, keep getting mad. 20 years went by and you still mad, right? Somebody stole my parking spot. And that was 20 years ago and you still mad. The devil's going to create a scene inside your dream state where somebody actually stealing your parking spot and you still amped up, and you still ready to crash out. Yeah, the devil is a trickster, I'm telling you. The Bible, when the Bible says he comes to steal, kill, and destroy, that's exactly what he comes to do. Nothing else. And his children the same way. The narc don't build nothing. Everything they touch, they destroy. You tell them your plans or what you got going on, they're going to go behind your back. They're going to sabotage it, right? They're going to slander you. They're going to start a smear campaign. They're going to try to destroy your reputation. They see you trying to get in a high connection with somebody, they're going to contact that person. They're going to sabotage your relationships behind your back. Trust me, I know. The narc, everybody, I'm not even going to get in deep into it, man. That's a different live. But yeah, that narc, boy, that man is relentless, boy. Pray against it every day. Yeah, you have to. 24/7 dreams. Who is Ivy? I don't know who Ivy is. Trying to catch up with the feed, y'all. Yeah, that's especially if you just yeah, Susie. I hear what you're saying for real. You never know. Can can't you just keep your location mod on or off for your pH? Jeanette Morris, you talking about your phone location? What is what is pH? What y'all talking about? Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Who's this WRX? Even if your phone is turned off. I remember one time I had to get a you can get like a and I got it, I don't know where I ordered it from. It might have been Amazon, but it's like a signal blocker. It's kind of like a pouch. You put your phone in this pouch and it blocks the signals. Because you can turn your location off and they'll still track you down. I don't know how they're doing it, but they'll still track you down. So I will buy this pouch, and I don't know what it had inside of it. It had some type of anti-blocker or some inside of it. But I used to put my phone in there and then just shut it, and then it blocks the signal, like it blocks your location. And it's like $30 or something like that. I think it might be on Amazon, but I had that for a while. I don't know what I did with it, but yeah, I used to carry that around all the time. Yeah, Simon Temple. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're taking a risk. Anytime you meditate and leave your body to astral project in somebody else's dreams, all the most I got to do is stop you from going back to your body. So you thinking you're yeah, I'm gonna go here and terrorize this person and torment this person. and then I'm gonna go back to my body. What if you can't go back to your body? Right? What if a demon comes and inhabit that body? And now you walking around the spiritual realm. You can't even get back to your body because you blocked. Like that's dangerous. Are you willing to do that? Hey, work for the devil. They willing to do anything. Yeah, you cut that cord, it's a wrap. What's up, Maria's assuming? Said my neighbor, a warlock, astral project into my home. Long story short, the next morning when I was walking my dog on the street, there was an ambulance. Yes, that's what I'm saying, Maria. That's true. That's true. Trust me, I had the Narc astral project in my place a few times. I'm like, man, how is he in my how's this person in my place? You gotta pull that plug. That Maria, that's true. For real. Yeah, yeah, you keep playing. You leave your body if you want to, and you can't go back. Now you walk around the spiritual realm looking crazy, scratching your head. Now a demon came and inhabit your body, walking around, living your life, and you sitting there watching you in the spiritual realm. Or, you know, you know, death can come. You know, you gotta to take that type of risk. You gotta be crazy. I'm not leaving my body for nothing. If left the Most High has to move me. He has to move me. He don't. I'm I'm not doing none of that crazy stuff. They be using microphones. Oh yeah. Hey y'all, I'm gonna get off of here. Um, man, I thank you guys for joining the chat. For real, I'm gonna try to do this. I'm gonna try to do this every Saturday at 7 p.m. at the same time. I thank you guys for joining me for real. This was, man, I have so much fun talking to you guys, man, for real. But I'm gonna let y'all go, man, and let y'all get some rest. My voice is cracking, as you can tell, and I'm gonna get with you guys, and I thank you very much, and I love each and every one of y'all. God bless y'all.